What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another How to Play here on the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about Gavin Kale from RC Games' second place finish with Eraserhead 2. So what this video is going to do is we're going to go and take a snapshot look at his deck list, as well as explain kind of what Eraserhead 2 does, and then talk about the strategies and tactics used inside of this deck. And then at the very end, we'll take one more look at the deck list, and then talk a bit about the sideboard as well. So, Eraserhead. 6 hand size, 27 health character. This deck was played off of the all symbol. Says your attack gets a speed for each attack in your card pool. So the longer the string you can play, the faster your things go. And if it is completely blocked, so zone to zone, you get to draw a card to replace it. And then response commit. After your rival plays an attack, choose an ability on that attack. It loses that ability for the rest of this turn. This can take off statics. It can take off responses. It can take off enhances. It takes off so much stuff. Eraserhead, I think personally, Eraserhead 2, one of the most slept on characters in the entire game. If I was playing Eraserhead 1, which is everybody's favorite Eraserhead to play, I would sideboard Eraserhead 2 in a heartbeat. I love this character. I'm so happy that he's finally getting the recognition that he deserves. So let's talk about the strategy, right? Endless hand advantage. You always have cards in your hand. Stat pumps out the wazoo. You ignore the threat, and one of the cool things about this deck in particular is its clown car sideboard. So let's talk about the bombs. The things that are really killing you in this deck are Texas Smash and Hardened Uppercut. They just slam massive moves super late in the chain, getting a bunch of speed, and then themselves giving a bunch of damage, with Texas Smash giving itself +4, discard a card, the next one gets +4, and then Hardened Uppercut saying destroy 2 face downs to get +4 damage, as well as EX. These things are fast, they hit hard, they're incredible. But the real point of the deck is we're playing a bunch of 4 difficulty attacks that all say draw 1 card. So after this attack deals damage with rapid punches, I draw a card. Cat Punch says after this attack is blocked, I draw a card. I'll draw a bonus card off of Eraserhead. Valiant Assault says combo enhance, draw 2 cards. If it's blocked, I'll draw a card off of Eraserhead. So like you get to have so many cards in your hand with this character, you get to, connect with your opponent. I'm hitting and doing damage. My rapid punches hits, it does 4 damage. I draw a card. My Cat Punch hits, it does 6. Those are fine exchange rates. I'm down for you to take this damage and me not to draw the card. I know when to quit. I can be done. Not to mention the foundation base. We've got Destined for Mainstream Success, Chivalrous Competitor, You're Finished, all saying flip, attempt to draw a card. Chivalrous Competitor, we'll both draw. Well, I already have 17 cards in my hand. You having one doesn't really matter. And then You're Finished, if the discard pile and the attack match, I'll draw a bonus one. Just incredible. I want these cards in my hand over and over again. Just feels amazing. But because of the cards that we're playing, I need a ways to utilize them. So I've got things like Prone to Dry Eyes and Snack Time that say each discard a card for either damage or speed and stun 1 for prone and snack. And then Revel says discard the top card of my deck to give +1 damage. I want you to block my moves. I'm down for you to block my moves. I'm more down for you not to block my moves. So things like Prone to Dry Eyes and Revel just giving a bunch of stats over and over again feels really strong. And then enough about the offense. The defense, the disruption is you just get to ignore a threat using Eraserhead's ability at a really convenient timing of like, hey, this is supposed to be your bomb, this is supposed to be your kill. Eraserhead 2 commits himself and says no, you don't get to do that. And then convenient timing says discard a momentum because you didn't want me to draw a card. I got to find a lick in. Your checks get -1 for the rest of the turn. That might be just enough for you to commit out, overcommit just a little bit, combined with Eraserhead's turning off the 1 bomb ability. I survive, you're committed out, and then I hit you with a big long string that are all too fast and too heavy hitting for you to deal with. And then the last cool thing about this deck in particular is its clown card sideboard. I wanted to put this slide on because it kind of just shows you that like this idea of this all symboled punch package can be played on a ton of different characters. We've got Monoma, All Might 3, and All Might, 6 in the sideboard, all doing different ideas, different strategies of Monoma. I saw Monoma like become Nomu. If I need, if my opponent's not blocking me, then it's better to have All Might to just slam damage on things. All Might 6 selectively. If I get my momentum, I selectively pick up the pieces that I want. So like, there's choices for this all punch deck that you don't just have to be Eraserhead 2. So from here, let's take a look at the deck list. Some of the attacks that I missed is we're playing things like Hardened Barrage, which get damage, not just speed. unlike rapid punches, that also say unflip foundation. So you can unflip things like celebrity status and destined and chivalrous, and in deadlock you get unflip things like snack time. Feels really, really awesome for barrage to be fast, hit hard, and then continue. And then if it is blocked, you get to draw the card again. Feels super good. Things like Missouri Smash and Hardened Steel. Hardened Steel doesn't do a ton of damage, but it is very, very fast, and it kind of like guarantees that you get to find your purchase your opponent. Foundation wise, there's a ton of really cool choices here. Things like Gas Cloud for a little extra burn, Celebrity Status to stack a card on top of the deck, and then if they block, you get to draw it. Full on attack mode as a way to put damage on things. So Eraserhead gives speed, full on attack mode gives damage. There's like a lot of really cool choices that exist inside of this deck. I like these options. And then lastly, we can talk about the sideboard. Massive sideboard, 3 different characters, an action and asset with Ruthless Mockery, Top Pro Heroes, and then 1 spooky, 1 challenging the fakes, 1 specialist of sound. We're playing 0 specialists in the main board, so this is the one of in the sideboard. This is such an interesting choice. There's not a ton of speed hate happening here for this character, or for this deck, rather. It's just what, acrobatic and all worked up. Playable while committed, +1 on my check. Playable while committed, -1 speed. So specialist might be in there just to like maybe try and slow something down, or it might just be I needed 10 cards in my sideboard and these are 10 all cards. And then lastly, bartender. Bartender is is anti-momentum. After they take a momentum, you like build it. They add a card from their stage to their hand, and they build in the momentum, and they take the card from their hand and put it in their momentum or something like that. It does like weird momentum stuff. But there's that. So again, big shout out to Gavin Kale from RC Games on their 2nd place finish with Eraserhead 2. I'm so incredibly happy that you play so well with such a really awesome character. With that said, if you like this video and you want to see more, check out all the other how to plays that I've made here about the online RLE and the other RLEs in general. With that, thank you much for watching, you guys, and as always, I wish you well.